Hi, welcome back to Love at First Right. I'm Victoria Doherty, and this is my vlog chronicling my endeavors to write an epic romantic story full of adventure and archaeology and even a little time travel and all the things that as a reader just make my heart pound. Um, Now, usually on this vlog, we talk about, oh, I don't know, characterization or how to construct a plot or sort of these sort of technical writer things or thematic writer things, things we love, things that inspire us. And today, I want to talk about something a little more tactical. I want to talk about Pinterest. Now, for those of you who don't know what Pinterest is, it is this social media site that allows you to pin images or poetry or whatever inspires you, kind of the way we used to as teenagers, pin things onto a pin board, and helps you pin them onto boards, right, on this social media site so that you can have a visual representation of the things that motivate and inspire you, all in one place. And now I'm not the first and only writer to use Pinterest for my writing. So many writers have boards for their books and to promote their books and such. But in talking to a lot of my writer friends and also just to people who readers and people I communicate with, I think that the way I use Pinterest is slightly different, and I wanted to share that with you because it might be of help to you, to other writers out there. One of the things that I do is I use Pinterest to actually help me visualize my own story. I definitely create a board for a specific novel, but I create it before I've even started writing the novel. And I start collecting images for the novel, images that really, really help the atmosphere come alive. And even the characters come alive. I've started the second novel in a series I'm writing. In this series, the first novel is called Breath, and I finished that one, and I'm just starting the second book. And one of the things that I've been doing over the past few months, even when I was finishing the first book, was collecting photos of Cairo in the late 19th and early 20th century, because my second book will in part be take place at that time. And I am collecting pictures of British campaign furniture, for instance, too, and archaeological artifacts from the time, apart from just the vintage photos. I'm collecting pictures of lovers that inspire me and help me write an authentic romantic relationship between my two characters. And I tend to do this all in one board. I mean, I do have general genre specific boards. Like I also write noir and I write historical espionage thrillers. And so I have a noir board and I have a Cold War board. Um, and what I've been, so what I've been doing is collecting all of these atmospherics, including poetry that I find particularly poignant for the story that I'm writing, or quotes, and putting them all in one place. And it's enormously helpful to me. Not only does it help me visualize what I'm writing before I even start, and it makes it real to me, it makes it very specific and helps me to make it come alive for a reader. But even though I do most of my visual collecting before I even start writing, I do continue to do it as I'm writing, because I find that as I do it, it sort of prompts me. Sometimes it prompts a plot twist, because uh, once you start collecting photos on Pinterest, the algorithm starts throwing photos into your timeline that they think you will find of interest. And that has actually also been very helpful, because I have found things that I wasn't even looking for that end up becoming a part of the story. And as I was talking to some of my writer friends, and I was telling them what I do, they're really into this. They're like, this is so. And then you find pictures, and then you do you show that to people? Do you show that to your readers, or is it a secret, or is it a secret board? Because you can have a secret board on Pinterest, and I actually do show it to readers. I um, I only have one secret board, and that's a personal board for myself. And I kind of put it up there so that people can see what I'm doing too, so that if it is interesting to readers, they can see how the story is evolving and what I have in mind for them. Now, one of the things that one of my writer friends said, and I found this interesting, and hopefully this will also be helpful, is different people tell stories in a different way and are inspired in different ways. Our brains work in different ways. And she was saying how she would very much like to sort of to segment very specifically the story that she's writing, so that she has a furniture board for that story. She has a quotes board for that story. She has a fashion board for that story, how her characters are going to dress. And I thought that was really fascinating and a wonderful thing to do too. I don't think it's the way I prefer to do it, although I'm willing to try. I like to have everything on one board so that I can scroll through it and it just sort of bubbles up within me and re-inspires me. And to segment things is difficult for me. But I thought that was just, a terrific idea. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you, to writers out there, and interesting to readers. And thanks.